We're going to start with a few beginning guitar techniques and chords. Some of the main things you want to keep track of when we're playing guitar, especially for the first few times, is that we never want to reach over top of the guitar. It's always underneath, and we want our wrist to have a nice curve to it, so everything's really relaxed, and our thumb should be in the back of the guitar. We're going to start with the E minor chord, and this chord is made up of the notes E, G, and B. And in order to play this on guitar, we're going to use our middle finger and our ring finger, place them on the second frets of the A string, which is the second heaviest string, and the D string, and then let the other strings ring open, and then when we play that, it should sound like this. And you want to get used to the way that minor chords sound, because they all have sort of the same sonic tone. They all have that sad, resonating noise. The next chord in line, or the next logical chord in sequence to learn, would be E major, which, if we have E minor as our starting point, E major is simply taking our index finger and placing it on the first fret of the G, which was open before, but now we want to play it as the first fret. We should hear that sort of settled, happier tone. And you want to get used to train your ear a little bit, you want to get used to the difference between this sadder sound, which was E minor, and this happier sound, more settled sound, which was E major. And then you want to practice, and what's nice about the way that these two chords are set up is that you can keep two fingers in the same spot and go back and forth and practice switching. Now the next chord we want to do is going to more thoroughly practice switching, and that chord is going to be A minor. And the notes in that chord are an A, a C, and an E. And what we're going to do is take our E major shape that we just did and shift everything to a one string lighter. So this first fret is going to go to that first fret, and this second fret is going to go to that second fret, and this second fret is going to go to that second fret. And what we're going to hear here is that even though we're playing generally the same shape, is we're going to hear an entirely different chord. And what you want to get used to also is this gives you a chance to practice switching in a bigger way where all your fingers are moving. And during this whole time, my thumb is staying in the back of the guitar, and I don't want it to creep too high up, and I don't want it to creep too far low, because that's just going to make me want to curve around the guitar. And practicing these techniques will help you learn how to switch on guitar, switch chords, and will help your ear develop in a natural progression. So that's a few beginning guitar things.